The impact of a conviction on employment and professional licenses. A criminal conviction can ripple through your life in ways that extend far beyond the courtroom. For many, the most significant consequence is its effect on their career. This is especially true for individuals in licensed professions, such as healthcare, education, or law, where strict professional standards and regulatory requirements exist. I want to emphasize the importance of understanding these potential career impacts and taking proactive steps to protect your future. Whether you're facing charges or dealing with a past conviction, knowledge and action are your greatest tools. So, how can convictions impact employment? Number one, through background checks. Employers often conduct background checks during hiring. A conviction can lead to hesitation or just outright disqualification, especially for roles that require trust, integrity, or public safety. Some key considerations for types of convictions. Violent crimes, theft, and fraud are particularly damaging in industries like finance or caregiving. So how long is it on your record? In Texas, most convictions remain permanently on your record unless they are expunged. If you are eligible for a non-disclosure, the police, prosecutors, child care facilities, and state agencies can still see the non-disclosed offense. So what's the solution? Seek legal guidance on record sealing for non-disclosure or expungement to minimize employer access to your criminal history. Number two, at-will employment. In Texas, at-will employment allows employers to terminate employees for almost any reason, including a criminal conviction. Some examples: an employer discovers your conviction after a background check, you're arrested while you're employed, and your absence disrupts operations. So, the solution, potential solution, being upfront with your employer, where legally required, can help mitigate potential fallout. Try to consult an attorney to determine if disclosure is necessary before making the disclosure. Workplace policies. Some companies have strict policies prohibiting employment for individuals with certain convictions. This is common in financial services, where fraud or theft convictions often lead to automatic disqualification. In education or childcare, any conviction involving harm to minors or violent behavior is typically disqualifying. So the solution: understand your company's policies and consult with an attorney to explore options for challenging the relevance of a conviction to your job. And for impact on licensed professionals. Professionals in regulated industries often face additional scrutiny due to licensing requirements. A conviction can lead to disciplinary actions, suspension, or even permanent revocation of your license. For healthcare professionals such as nurses, doctors, and other healthcare providers, they are subject to oversight by licensing boards. So for potential consequences, the loss of license for drug-related offense or fraud can greatly impact those medical professionals. They have frequently mandatory reporting of convictions, even for misdemeanors. The solution: work with an attorney experienced in administrative law and employment law to navigate board hearings and advocate for retention of your license. What about for legal professionals? Lawyers and paralegals must report convictions to their state bar association, which may result in disciplinary action up to and including disbarment. So, a proposed solution would be to engage legal local counsel familiar with bar disciplinary proceedings to present mitigating evidence and argue for continued licensure. For educators and teachers. Teachers and administrators are held to high moral standards, particularly regarding interactions with minors. Some potential consequences may be for convictions involving violence or dishonesty, which can lead to certificate and certification revocation. Schools may terminate employment to avoid reputational harm. Solution: consult an attorney to explore how potential plea bargains, non-disclosure agreements, or other legal options, including trial, may be necessary to potentially mitigate these consequences. For commercial driver's license holders. Commercial drivers face unique challenges due to strict federal and state regulations. Some key impacts include convictions for DWI or drug-related offenses, which can lead to a CDL suspension or disqualification. How do you make a living at that point? Repeat offenses may result in a lifetime ban. Solution: hire an attorney to challenge the validity of your charges and minimize the risk of suspension. So, how can one minimize the career impact of a conviction? Number 1, pursue alternative sentencing. Certain programs such as diversion or deferred adjudication may allow you to avoid a formal conviction, which in turn could possibly save your license and or your career. For example, in Texas, successfully completing deferred adjudication probation may qualify you to seal your record through a non-disclosure order. Number 2, seek expungement or record sealing. A sealed record won't appear in most background checks in the private sector, reducing the likelihood of career setbacks. And expungement is completely removed from your record, unless, as a term of pretrial intervention or diversion, you contract to allow a district attorney's office to keep a non-public record of your PTI, so that if you get in trouble in the future, they would know that you extended a PTI, they extended you a PTI before. So some key steps. Determine if your offense qualifies under Texas law. Consult an attorney, file the necessary petitions with the court from that experienced attorney. Be proactive with licensing boards. If you hold a professional license, proactively address your case with the relevant board. Report the issue if required by your licensing board after consultation with an attorney who focuses on defending people before such licensing boards. Show evidence of rehabilitation or mitigating circumstances. Work with an attorney to prepare a defense if a hearing is required and before you make the disclosure, if possible. Consult an employment attorney. An employment lawyer can help you understand your rights and protect you against unlawful discrimination based on your criminal history. Why hiring a criminal defense attorney is critical. A conviction doesn't just affect your immediate freedom, it can have lasting consequences on your career and livelihood. By hiring an experienced criminal defense attorney, you can challenge charges before they even lead to a conviction. Explore alternatives like deferred adjudication, plea agreements, or trial. Protect your professional license and your career. At the David Smith Law Firm PLLC, we help clients navigate the complexities of criminal charges and their potential impact on your professional career. Whether you are a first-time offender, allegedly, or facing repeat charges, we are here to fight for your future.